Hi. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. I am Old Man 102 with a second two just for Twitch. Let's jump on window. Let me grab my notebook. I need to get a few things updated in the 16x map that we did to the placeables. So the first thing I need to do is get the refinery updated, which we have to get the pallets moved over to the 16x map. So we should now have a charcoal palette. So I'm going to move that one over into the map. So file, export. Let's go documents, Angel Mountain palettes. This will be the charcoal palette. Let's grab that. And then I'll grab the XML, and we're going to have to change the path in the XML. So I'm just going to open that up. And then we need, what are the two new fill types? Charcoal and glue. Glue's a liquid, so I only need the one palette. Alright, so I only need the charcoal palette. So let's open up just any one of these palettes because I need to add, do I have to change the pathing? I do. I got to add, I don't need to change anything with the store. The fill type name we have to add okay, so this palette's charcoal. I think I'm good. I don't need to mess with the path. I thought I had to mess with the pathing, but apparently I don't. So I shouldn't have to mess with the charcoal palette XML. But we do need to add it into the mod description. Oh, I guess that would be store items. It's been a while since I've updated a palette in a map. Store items. There we go. There's where my palettes are. So this would be charcoal. Charcoal palette. Let's save that. And then let's see, let's go to Angel Mountain. Let's go to placeables. I'm going to grab the refinery XML. I'm just going to drop it down here. I'm going to grab refinery XML from in here. Let's copy that. Let's drop it into here. Let's open this one up. Now let's open this one up. So I have to go placeables. So I have to add placeables here. I have to add placeables here. So I have placeables added there. I have placeables added there. Do I need to change anything here? That's all dollar data, so I don't need to mess with that. But we should have our new fill types now for charcoal and glue. Just make sure there's nothing else I need to change in the way of pathing. So we should be good with that XML. So that should work with an existing save. So we need to add charcoal. Let's go back to this one. So I need to add charcoal and glue to one of the cell points, or a couple of the cell points. So let's turn that one off for a second. So let's go into Angel Mountain Placeables, selling station generic. Ball and alley can use some glue, right? They're always gluing stuff back together. So let's throw some glue in here. And then we'll throw glue up here. Might as well throw charcoal in here and just be done with it. And then we'll add it into here as well. I will save that. Let me grab the farmer's market can use charcoal. So let me just grab it from here. Move it over to here. So we'll save that one. And what else do we have? Definitely the hardware store. So let's grab both of the, oh, actually, nope, let me undo that. I didn't click right. Let me go back and check. Did I put it in both places in the farmer's market? Added charcoal down here. I forgot to add charcoal in up top. I did. It has to go into this. It has to go into the trigger and into storage. Alright, so now the farmer's market's fixed. Let's go back to the hardware store. Let's grab charcoal and glue. Throw them in the hardware store. Just change up the pricing a little bit. And then we have to add them up here. So charcoal and glue. And then let's take a look at the rest of the sell points. The hotel, we can throw charcoal in the supermarket as well. Oh, supermarket. And then I need it up top. Alright. So that should be everything updated for the refinery. Charcoal and glue, we have it added to the sell points. The factory is making it. We added the charcoal palette in. We have to add the fill types into the fill type XML. Alright, so let's close the sell points. I'm going to leave the refinery open. We have to go into Angel Mountain, Maps, Fill Types. Fill types, alright, so we have to add them into here. And where do we want to throw them? It doesn't really matter. I just want to get them close to what makes sense. So let me find, let's find like planks. Is planks a thing? No. What do they call it? Let's go with nails. There we go. We'll put it somewhere near here, near the steel and the drill pipe and all that. That's right. We'll put it under barrel. So let's go to the new fill types from here, and let's grab charcoal from here. Let's copy it over into the map, and then we're going to have to add nothing in. So we need the HUD, so we have to move the HUD over for charcoal. So let's go into Angel Mountain, HUD, fill types, and we need to grab, I'm going to grab charcoal and I'm going to grab glue. Let's copy both of those into here. Yes, yes. Compare. Okay, I already have glue in there. Alright, so charcoal and glue. Back to the new fill types. So we have charcoal moved over. I just have to change the path for the HUD. And then we have to add it in the bottom. I'm going to find, where is resin? Silver yeast. Let's find resin. There it is. We'll add glue under the resin. Oh, we already have glue in here. So I already have the fill type in here. We're just not using it. That's an easy thing. So now I just need, so that if I have glue here, that means I already have glue added in the bottom. We do, as I just have to add our charcoal in, which goes into here. Alright, so charcoal and glue are now added into the map fill types. Glue's already in here as a liquid. So that should be everything we need updated in the refinery. And then we upped the dye a little bit, so it's making a little bit more dye. Alright, so that should be everything for the refinery. So let's go into external mods, fertilizer factory. Let's go into Angel Mountain. Let's grab the HUD first since we're right here for salt water. So we're going to use salt water when we update the hatchery. So let's go into Angel Mountain, placeables. Where's my fertilizer factories? Fertilizer, is it fertilizer station? It is fertilizer station. So let's pull this one out. Let's move this one over. And then we have to go placeables there, and then placeables here. So it reads it correctly. Now we should now have salt water. So we have to add salt water into, we're not going to be able to sell it, but we have to add it into the fill types. So let's grab new fill type XML from here. Let's grab salt water from here. That should be $0, but it doesn't matter because we're not going to put it in a sell point. So let's copy that. Let's grab the map fill types. We can throw it near hydrogen and oxygen. That's fine. So we'll have our salt water. I have to change the path for the HUD. And then we have to add it into liquid. So we will have salt water. So add it there. Where else do I need it? I think just in liquid. And we have to add it to, where's our liquid sounds? Down here. Alright, so we should have salt water added in. And look at my notebook. So I need to update the FERT factor for salt water. Does not go into cell point. Alright. Now we have to update. Let me close that. Let me close that one, because that's the refinery. So I have the fertilizer station still open. I have the map fill type still open because we're messing with that. I have the refinery still open because we're messing with that. Alright, so now we need to update the fishing. So let's go to the external mods first. The fishing mod pack. Let's move the pallets over first. So let's go into, let's just go one for one. So Wonder Worm. Wonder Worm has no pallets because bait is a liquid. So let's just do these one building at a time. So let's go into Angel Mountain. Let's go into HUDs. Let's grab bait. Let's copy that over into here. So we have our HUD. And then placeables, fishing. Alright. So let's pull Wonder Worm out of here. Let's copy this one into here. And I have to change the path. So let's just grab it out of this one. So I'm going to need placeables, fishing. Let's copy that one over to here. And then I have to copy it into here. And then the old one, we just had earthworms. The new one, we're going to have earthworms and bait. So we have to add bait in to the map. So let's grab the new fill types. And we're going to add bait under earthworm in the other map. So back to the map fill types. Let's find earthworm is right here. Let's put bait under earthworm. And then we have to change the path for the HUD. Let's save that. So, and then wherever we have earthworm at the bottom, we have to add in bait. Down here in, is it just fishing? It is. Why is it not in liquid? Because we're going to have to use the special truck. That's fine. That'll work. Bait. Alright. So we should have everything updated for Wonder Worm. Yeah, that's only two places I need that. Alright, so Wonder Worm should now be updated. So next up is going to be, let's do the hatchery next. So let's grab the hatchery XML out of here. Let's grab this one, throw it in the map, and then we're going to have to change the pathing. So let's add that one there, that one there. So the old one had one production line, so it had fish to earthworms, water, electric charge to fish. The new one has we have to add bait, salt water, diesel to get seafood. So let's close the old hatchery so I don't get them mixed up. Alright, so we have to add, so bait, we already added bait in, we already added salt water in. So now we have to add seafood in. So let's go to Angel Mountain, let's go to HUDs. Let's grab the HUD for seafood. So we have the HUD moved over. We still have no new palettes here. Let's grab the new fill types. So we need to add, let's go back to the hatchery. So bait's already in the map, saltwater's already in the map, diesel's already in the map. So we have to add seafood over to the map. So let's grab our seafood. Let's copy that over to the map fill types, and we'll put it underneath fish. And then we have to change the path for the HUD. And then wherever we have fish at the bottom, we have to add seafood. So it should be just in the category fishing. It is. So we need to add underneath here, we just need to add seafood. And I'll save that. So we should have everything updated now for the hatchery. We're not going to sell seafood because it just gets made into another product. So we don't need to add that into the sell points. So the hatchery should now be updated. Alright, so while I'm in HUDs, let's leave that there for a minute. Let's go into fish processing. Now here's where it gets a little bit more complicated. I need clams, I need crab, I need lobster, and I need shrimp. Let's copy those into here. So we have our 4 new HUDs. Let's go back into placeables, back into fishing. Let me throw this down here. Let's grab fish processing. Let's pull it out of the map. Let's grab fish processing from here. Let's drop it into here. Let's open that one up. Let's open this one up. I need to change the path. We need to change the path here and here. So the old one, we had fish coming in, making trout, catfish, salmon, caviar. We're getting a little bit of water back. The new one, let's close the old one. So the new one, we now take our seafood, we bring our seafood in. We're going to add, we're still going to leave ice cube and crate, but now we're going to get clam, shrimp, lobster, crab, and water back. Let me just make sure the hatchery has salt water in. It does. So we got to get our new pallets moved over. Let's get our palettes moved over first. The HUDs are already moved over. So let's go into Angel Mountain palettes. Let's go into fish processing, palettes. That's better. Alright, so I need clams. So let's export clams. Let's grab our clams palette. And then we'll need our clams XML. We're going to need the crabs palette. We'll get that moved over. Nicky Fizz, hey old man, Angel Mountain is the best map F22 I've ever played so far. Very nice. Thank you very much. It was a really fun build. I actually did not like playing FS22 until I actually built this map. So this map is the only reason I'm playing FS22. We need the lobster palette. It is pretty stable. Thank you. Let's go File. Let's export over. This one is lobster. Let's grab that one. And we need the lobster XML. And then the last one we need is the shrimp palette. So File, let's export over the shrimp. And then I need the shrimp XML. So let's copy that over to there. So as our palettes are moved over. Dixie's in the house. Alright, so let's go to fish processing. Let's grab our mod description because we're going to have to add our palettes in. So let's grab lobster, the 4 new palettes, into the map. So let's throw them down here. So let's save that. So now the palettes are in the map. So now we have to add the 4 new fill types into the map. So let's go to the new fill type XML. And we're going to grab the 4 new fill types. And I want to find, where's our fish in here so I can put them close to each other. Just bear with me till I find. Oh, let's just go to the top and make it easier. Alright, let's do a control find me trout. Right there. Alright, so trout, catfish, salmon, caviar. So under caviar, we're going to grab shrimp, crab, clam, lobster. So let's copy those into the map. And we have to change the paths for the HUD. So let's grab this. So the first one up is shrimp. And then we have our crab. And we have clam. And we have lobster. Yeah, Dixie and I were planning out the next couple factories. So we got a couple more factories in the works. Probably do the smokehouse tomorrow. Alright, so now we need to find caviar up top and then put our new fill types in at the bottom. So where do we have, I believe, just under products. Okay, so just under product, we need our clams, we need our crab. I need capitals though. Come on, give me the capital ones. We need crabs. We need lobster. And we need shrimp. So that should be our 4 new fill types. Now we need to add these into the sell points. So let's go back into Angel Mountain placeables. Selling station generic. Let's go to, what the heck? Let's go to the boat launch. Let's come down here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go C-R-A-B. I think it's crabs, plural. Is it crab or crabs? Crabs, plural. And then is, let's see, it's crabs. Clams and crabs are plural. The other two are singular. Alright, so with crabs, clams. And then we have shrimp, lobster. And we have to add it up top. So we have clams, crabs, lobster, and shrimp. So we added it to the boat launch. You know what? We can throw it in the farmer's market. Let's grab these into the farmer's market. And then let's throw them in. Let's throw them in the hotel. Hang on, I forgot to put them up top. What was the last one I just did? Farmer's market. I added them to the bottom. I forgot to add them up to the top. Let's come up here, let's grab these guys. Let's copy them over to the hotel. Well, let's go to farmer's market first. Alright, now that's fixed. Alright, let's go to the hotel. Let's throw them up top first. And then we'll throw them in the bottom. Hotel. And it's a farther drive, we'll just bump the price up a little bit. And we might as well throw them in the supermarket. But I'll bump the price down a little bit, since it's a closer drive. And we have to add them up top. Wrong one. Alright, let's save that. So that should be saved. That should be saved. Let me just make sure all my XMLs are saved. we have our new palettes in there? We do. Mod description is going to be 1.9 because I've not released it yet, so this update will still be 1.9. I think we may be good for testing. Let me just double check my notes. So we added charcoal and glue to the refinery and the sell points. We added salt water to the fertilizer factory. We're not selling it, so I don't need it in the sell point. And then we updated the fishing. I think we're good to jump in and do some testing. So let's grab FS22. Let's make sure my screen changes. Okay. And then let's grab my YouTube save. Not my YouTube save, my Twitch save. Let's jump into here. The Better Contracts mod I have to get from the in-game mod hubs. It was updated. So I'm just going to go no for now. Oh, actually I'm going to go yes for now. Let's deselect and select just in case I added any more mods in. Let's see if... Let's make sure it loads without any errors. I want to check the pedestrians. I'll make sure that they didn't disappear with the new game update. If they did, I got to try and figure out why. Okay, so I got a couple of red, so I got to go see what I messed up. Before we jump into the game. So let that load to 100%. Alright. First couple warnings are some vehicle mods I have to update. The license plate is a mod. Chrome pack I have to update. The windrow I have to update. Farm truck, that's no big problem. It's just too big for consoles. Electric charge is so fishing. Wonderworm. Input fill type. Ah, okay. I have to add electric charge back in to fishing because the placeable one does not use it, but the one built into the map does. So let's get out of here. And I'm just going to quit without loading the game the rest of the way. Let me get you back on window. Alright, so we got to go back into the hatchery. And let me pull up the old XML for the hatchery. Because I have to add electric charge back as an input. So let's grab the new hatchery. Actually, let's just grab all the inputs. It's just going to be much easier. Where's the new hatchery? Where's the hat? So let's just grab. I'm going to put it underneath for now, just so I can look at them side by side. So earthworm water Electric charge. We're using electric charge instead of diesel because we're using diesel on the placeable one. We're using electric charge, the one built into the map. So let me delete that. So I just have to grab this input, replace diesel down here. And then I have to replace diesel with electric charge. Let me see what line it's on. Alright, so we need to add it where water is. So I can add it here. And then we have to take it, and I just need to change this. Actually, let's just delete that. Let's go back into here. Let's grab, no, let me just do it in here. Let's change this to electric charge. And then the capacity goes up to 1,000,000. Alright, and now we have to do the same thing with fish processing. So let's grab the old fish processing. We have to get rid of diesel. Let me just make sure the hatchery doesn't have diesel anywhere else. Alright, we're good. So the hatchery should be updated. Fish processing, we've got to do the same thing. So let me grab the inputs. And let's look at fish processing here. And for now, I'm just going to compare them side by side. So we have to remove, oh, nothing. So fish ice cube crate, electric charge. Let's delete that. So we have to add electric charge down here. So let's copy that one. Let's add it into here. And then we have to add it into, let's look at the old one. We have to put it in with crates and in with storage. So fish processing, let's add it into here. And we have to add it down here. Alright, so now the fish processing should be updated, and we have to go to, where is, let me close these cell points for a minute. We updated a hatchery, oh, Wonder Worm. Let's open up the old Wonder Worm. We have clean fill compost, electric charge. Clean fill compost, we have to add electric charge back in. So let me copy that into here and into here. And then I have to add it into here. And then we have to add it down here. Alright, now we should be good. Let's jump back in here. Let's throw you back on a different screen. Let's open this back up. Let's go into my Twitch save. Actually, hold on. Let's back out of here a minute. Where is, how do I do a search? Where's the better, okay, so where's the better contracts mod? Where's the tab for updates? Installed, update, better contracts. Yeah, let's update that. How do I update that? Update. And then how do I know it's updated? Alright, so we're good. So it's at 100%. Alright. So now we can go back into this guy. And the better contracts mod should now be updated. Oh, I forgot to turn that on. We're going to have to go back through and check that, make sure nothing else turns red. Oh my goodness, Ohio State 10, Penn State 0. Penn State's getting their butt whooped already. And they're only like, I just started the second quarter. Alright, let's make sure I have nothing else red. That guy is fine. That's a mod. That one's just telling me the truck is too big for consoles. We're not worried about console players. Alright, so that fixed our new factory. So our new factory should load without any errors. Or our updated factory should load without any errors. Let's jump in here. Let's jump into here. Carpentry. Do I have any of these running? Fish processing. So we now have seafood. So now we're going to have ice cube crates, electric charge, clam, shrimp, lobster. So let's change clams to distribute, shrimp to distribute, crab, lobster, and let's activate that one. Grass dryer, greenhouses we didn't mess with. There will be an update coming out to the greenhouses. Alright, so seafood. Let's distribute our seafood. Let's activate that. Liquid warehouse should now have salt water. So I'm going to change that to distribute. I'm going to activate it, but we're going to have to bring some... Ooh, it's missing something in the recipe. Something's not right with salt water. It should be its own production line. We have to go back and look at that. Oh, I'm sorry, this is the warehouse. Never mind. Mammoth mill, oil press, oil well, orchard, refinery. Okay, so the refinery, charcoal we're going to distribute, glue we're going to distribute, charcoal we're going to activate, that I'm going to activate. Let's go back up to our liquid. Do I have the liquid warehouse down? I do. Why do I not see salt water in here? We have to update the liquid warehouse. Nope, that's a placeable. I have to update my placeable for salt water. Alright, so refinery, seedmaster should be fine. Spinning mill, stone processing, sugar house, earthworm. So our bait, let's change that to distribute. Let's activate that. So wonderworm should be good. Where is the Wonderworm hatchery? Hatchery, we're going to take our seafood. We're going to take our bait, turn it into seafood. Then fish processing. We're going to take our seafood ice cubes, crates, and electric charge, turn it into clam, shrimp, crab, and lobster. Did we update the fertilizer factory? Yes, salt water. So salt and water. Let me change that to distribute. Let's activate that. So now I have to add salt into the fertilizer factory. And then I have to update my placeable liquid warehouse to hold salt water. Oh, it is in here, salt water and glue. I'm a complete idiot. So I do have both of those fixed. Salt water and glue, are they both on distributing? They are. Okay, so I think we're good. I think all the factories are now updated. So no errors in the log. So let's just sit back and do some farming now. It's been well over a week since I played. Let me just figure out where all my vehicles are and what I have going on. Why is this guy sitting here full of wood chips? Because I just took some trees down. Am I on the right save? What field am I? Where am I out on the map? Just bear with me because it's been well over a week since I played. Where the heck is this vehicle at? Where am I on the map? Is that number 9? It is. What the heck field am I near? Oh, this is where I was joining the two fields together to make a poplar field. Alright, this guy can sit here a minute. I know where he is. I was just lost for a minute. So I'm in the middle of combining 28 and 25 together and make them bigger for poplar. I'm in the middle of that project. I think the rest of my vehicles should be at the house for the most part. They are. Alright, where are we in the way of crop growth? Field 4 we just harvested, so we have to replant 4. Oh goodness, what was in 4? 4 was wheat. None of our other fields are ready to harvest. What do I want to plant? That's the question. So we have rice in 2, clover in 7. I have that 8 should be potato? No, sugar beet. Yes, sugar beet. We just harvested potato. I have corn for chaff. We have soybean for soy milk. Let's just throw another wheat in so we can make more flour. So let's just replant that with wheat. Do I need... What do my fields need in the way of lime, plow, fertilizer? Nothing. So we could just straight up seed this. That's probably why the seeder was sitting here, and it's already set to wheat. So I must have thought ahead and put this guy here thinking, oh, you're not going to remember what you're doing next time you play. No, I don't remember what I'm doing next time I play because I got too much shit going on in real life. Let me throw my little mini-map back on because it's going to throw me off if I don't have that on. Alright, let's do headland across the front so he has room to turn around. And then I'll do a headland across the back, and we'll just set this guy off on a worker. So I'll just do one run up this side of the field. Oh, I need to go look at our... if I put the animal... I don't know if I have the animal products warehouse down on this map yet or not. I gotta look at that. It's also... the placeable one's been updated for the new fill types. But I don't know if I have the warehouses on this map yet. NC Sim Farmer, how's it going? It is going well. Just working on some updates and doing some play testing. So we added charcoal and glue to the refinery. We've added salt water to the fertilizer factory because it just made sense. Then we updated fishing. So we updated Wonderworm. It now makes bait. So you take the bait over to the hatchery. The hatchery now makes seafood. Then you take the seafood over to fish processing. And we get clams, crabs, lobsters, and shrimp. So that'll be a update, future update, both the built into the map and the placeable ones. So that update will go to the Patreon members this coming Friday, and it'll get released the following Friday. Yes, this is a map that I have made. This is the 16x map, and then I have a 4x map that I made as well. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. So thank you for taking time out of your day, stopping in and saying hello. Yeah, let me show you, let me do a headland, I'll show you the PDA. I wanted a big flat map with large fields that were AI friendly, and that's what this map became. And then built into the map, it has about a couple placeables built in, well, a bunch of placeables built into the map. And we also have a coal mine, ore mine, sand mine, salt mine, clay mine, stone mine, gravel mine, copper mine, and nickel mine built into the map. So there's mining built into the map. And now let me spin this guy around and just hire a worker. If I don't hit the tree. There are two trains, one that runs north, one that runs south, so you can move product around on the train. And let me just hire a worker. Alright, so everything is pretty much centralized around Center Mountain. Center Mountain has all of the mining on it, except for over here's a stone mine, stone processing plant, a refinery, a couple oil wells. We have a clay pit somewhere in here. We have a forest with a mill and a mammoth mill, carpentry mill. And then there are some sell points along this side of the mountain. And then over here we're making flour mill, sugar mill, textile mill, the oil factory for like canola oil, sunflower oil, waterworks to make water, and I forget what the sixth factory is over there. And then back here's our power plant, because all of our future factories are going to require power. So field 1's the smallest field on the map, field 47's the largest field on the map. So let me. If you type in exclamation point maps MAPS, that'll get you the link to the Trello board. And then on the Trello board, last column to the right is all of FS22, the maps and all the placeables. And then exclamation point Facebook will get you the link to our Facebook group. And then Dixie, my tester, and I are on there all the time answering questions and helping players out with issues. I post all the updates on Facebook. I post pictures of what I'm working on Facebook. Make sure you answer the questions or you'll automatically get declined. Alright, so we have this field being seeded. I think I'm good with field work. So I'm in the process of merging 25 and 28 together to make this a poplar field. But they're not quite ready to harvest yet. So we're going to work ourselves, we're going to work our way around the field and leave the fields intact for the most part. Is this guy going to turn himself around without getting stuck or driving in circles? He is. Alright, so let's grab another tractor. This guy I'm going to leave here in case I missed any stumps. I'm just going to park him out of the way. Because I took a bunch of trees down to expand these fields with. You are a very talented guy. I really like how you have a big map with plenty to do on it. Thank you. And there's about 40 or 50 more placeables on the Trello board for you to put down. So if I go into the store, under construction and then under production, we have, let me get past the stuff that's built into, so we have, let me get past the stuff that's built into the map. So actually here, what we have built into the map is power, mammoth mill, carpentry mill, grass dryer, soy milk, fertilizer factory, seed factory, water, this makes water. We have a composter built in, stone processing, hen house, slaughterhouse, ice cube factory, wonderworm hatchery and fishing. These three work together. They make fish and seafood. We have our grain house for flour, sugar house for sugar, spinning mill for fabric, and then our dairy, oil press. Outlaws makes moonshine, hemp cigars, and counterfeit money. Oh, excuse me. We have all of our mines built into the map. Refineries built into the map, oil well, apiaries built into the map. And then we have some placeable warehouses. Apartment 1's not been released yet. That makes workers. That'll be released next Friday. We have a bakery, a beer factory, cement factory, cereal factory, coffee factory, crayon factory, pie factory, Dole factory for salads. We have Heinz factory, placeable hemp farm, ice cream factory, juice factory, lavender factory, leather factory, a nut house for makes mixed nuts, Old Man's Mill, which is my factory, makes wheelchairs, walkers, and feather dusters. Pickle factory, pierogi factory, pizza factory, slushy factory, soda factory, tea factory, Taylor, a placeable wash plant, and that's about it for the factories. But yeah, there's a lot to do on this map. Which tractor do I want to grab? Actually, this tractor right here will work. And more factories on the way. Yep, thanks, Dixie. Yep. We're going to build the smokehouse tomorrow. I'm going to grab the smaller plow so I can have a little bit better control. And let's finish our merging those two fields together, which will eventually be our future poplar factory. Or, I'm sorry, poplar field. About 49 products built in, and others are placeables. Thanks, Dixie. Yeah, Dixie tracks it better than I do. And we have the all the orchards and greenhouses are built into the map. Composters built into the map. Now you're going to get a little bit of lag and stutter, and that's because of the update. This map is more than any other map. You see, now not everything is built in, so a lot of the placeable factories you have to put down yourself. But all your basics are built into the map. I want to see what warehouses I put down. So I can't remember if I put all the new warehouses down or not. I don't think I have the two new ones. I don't have any of the warehouses down yet. I only have the one down. I have to put the other. Now I won't do it now, but I got to get the other three new warehouses down. I want to get this field taken care of first. I know I have a lot of trees to cut, but I want to make sure I have a lot of wood chips. So I'm going to merge. I don't know what these two fields have in it right now, but I'm going to get ready just to merge these together. If I mess up a little bit of the crop, I don't care because I just bought these two fields with what crop they had in it. So this one has soybeans in it, and then 28 has what in it? Autosave, that means I get a sip of coffee. So what does our other field have in it? Soybeans and canola. So yeah, we'll just wait for those crops to get finished, and then we'll just replant them with poplar. So I'm going to expand. I don't need all this grass. So I am going to, let's go allow create fields, and let's drop this guy down. Try and drive straight. Okay, so I'm not going to cry if I have messed up some of the crop. Not that these fields are small, but might as well take advantage of what we have. So I'm also going to use the extra wood chips for. You need them for charcoal, and I'm going to use the extra wood chips in the composter to keep the orchards and greenhouses running. Alright, it's fairly straight. Not exactly straight, but fairly straight. I'm going to stop this guy right about there. Now I want to check something really quick. Let me just get a little bit of speed. I want to see if the pedestrians have disappeared with the update. I may have to go in and figure out why oh no, they're there. Okay, I thought they disappeared, but no, we're good. Alright, so the update did not mess up my pedestrians. Alright, so now let's get back to this mess. So I got a little bit extra white on this guy. Let's merge these two together. I don't need the grass between these. You know what? Let me get a straight line here first. And again, I don't care if I mess up a little bit of crop. So let's come straight across here. I guess it doesn't matter what side we do first, since we're close to this side. Eventually we're working towards one field per crop anyway, but we're not quite there yet. Let's try and get a straight line on this side. There you go. Thanks, Dixie. Yeah, most of our vehicle mods are from Papa Smurf's website. I don't have the time to work on vehicle mod packs and keeping them updated. So I'm still on mandatory overtime at work, which I'm already scheduled 6 days next week. So this map update will go out in 2 weeks. So next Friday, this coming Friday, the Patreon members will get it. And then the following Friday, it'll get released. Oh, there's a stump. I knew I was going to find some missed stumps somewhere. Yeah, so we got to come back and get that stump and then do a little bit more plowing right there. Oop, apparently there's another stump right here. I knew I was going to miss some stumps when I took this row of trees out. Oh, am I stuck on it? Alright, let me offset my stuff a little bit. So there's two stumps I found. That's why I kept that other tractor over here. Oh, there's another one. They're buried in the grass, so they're hard to see. There's another one. Oh. I didn't do a very good job when I took this row of trees out. Oh, come on. Alright, let's get this guy lifted up. Alright, let's get those stumps out. Now, eventually we'll buy these two fields probably and just make one big poplar field over here. Let me disconnect this or reconnect it, because a lot of times if I don't do that, it doesn't go all the way to the ground. So that stump is gone. Got that one out. Oop, did I get that one or did I run over it? We got it. Should be what? I think one or two more. There we go. That should be all the stumps. I think that was the first one. And I'm going to leave him here because I know I probably missed some more. Okay, yeah, I've got some stuff from there too. I was wondering, joining Discord and Facebook. I'm in the Facebook group. I personally, Discord and I don't get along, so Dixie takes care of Facebook. check on our cedar. Okay, so this guy is done. So let's just make sure we didn't miss anything on that field. Field 4 looks like it's completely replanted. Let's just go to this screen to be sure everything is green. It is. All right, let's get this guy back to the house. And then we'll come back and finish our poplar project. Yeah, Dixie can get you the link too if she's still on. She can get you a link to Discord. I don't have it as a shortcut. I will get it added in as a shortcut. I just keep forgetting to update Nightbot. Oh, cool, you did. Ah, thanks. Yeah, I don't personally. I don't like Discord. Discord and I don't get along. Join Facebook too. Yeah, we'll have to go in and approve it if Dixie didn't already. Welcome to the world of Richie Maps and Mods. There's also a Forex map. Check out my YouTube page. So if you type in exclamation point YouTube, it'll get you a link to my YouTube page. I have a map tour on there for this map, the Angel Mountain map. And then there's a map tour on there for the F4X Ridgey's Creek map. Like if I can do it through Facebook, I can care less about Discord too. Yeah, I'm on Facebook almost every day. Whatever I'm working on, I usually post pictures on Facebook. Seen the Homestead map? Yeah, that was for FS19. Was the Homestead map? All right, flickering trees again. Thank you, Giants, on your update. Can't leave shit alone without breaking it. Yeah, so on the Trello board, the only thing that's FS22 is the very last column. Everything else on there is from FS19. I think I built 7 maps for 19. And there's probably about 100 placeable mods on there from 19. Alright, now which way do I want to go? I do not want to go towards town. I want to go the opposite way. But there's that one little grass patch here in the center I want to come back and get. Subscribed on YouTube now, thank you. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. Yeah, I know. It's only this very little tiny little patch, but my OCD will drive me nuts. Alright, now let's extend this back of the field out towards the river. So we got a lot of grass back on this side. Not so much on this end of the field, but it gets wider as it goes out. So we're going to expand this side as well, because I don't need all this grass. That's why I took the trees out. Alright, so let's drop this guy down, and then we'll come over here, sort of at an angle, leave a little bit of grass between the river, or the field and these trees. Oh, there's another stump. Alright, let's leave it here for a second. Let's try and get a straight line up from this edge, so I know about how far to go. Should be good about there. I can go over a little bit further. Alright. Then let's come back up here. Let's do this. Now that I'm through year-end inventory at work, and I'm fairly caught up on YouTube videos, and tomorrow I'll get a factory built and I'll be caught up on factory builds. Now, probably next weekend, we can start working on a new Forex map. I spoke to Papa Smurf today. Well, not like spoke to him, but we were chatting on Facebook for a while. And he's going to convert a couple things over from FS19 for me over to 22. And one of them is going to be the monorail, if we can get it converted. So don't get your hopes up yet. But I'm trying to get the monorail converted over to use on the new Forex map. And if we can get that converted over, then I can start building the Forex map. But I need the monorail converted over and the monorail tracks converted over first, so I know how high to set my ground. So I don't want to start that map until Papa Smurf converts a couple things over for me. Alright, so how many stumps do we find over here so far? Just the one? Oh, right there's another one. I spoke too soon. Nope. Okay, so that makes 4, 5, 6. Mr. and Mrs. Brab says it's a nice plow. This one's on Papa Smurf's website. There's this one. This is the 30 meter. There's also a 50 meter. I use this one when I'm creating fields, and then I use the 50 meter when I'm just plowing. This one's a little bit easier to control when I'm creating fields than the 50 meter. Oh, you can. That's right. You did convert it over. Plow and a cultivator. I don't do a lot of cultivating. Alright, let's get this last little bit, and I've got about 8 stumps to take out. Yeah, the 50 meter one is like way too wobbly to cut new fields in with. This one gets a little wobbly sometimes. Oh, another stump. Oh, we're going to take that stump out and then plow that little bit. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to set the rollers off on that other field. I'm going to take off allow create fields and just hold just for a minute so I don't forget to do that later. But I forgot I have to come back and do this little spot anyway. So we'll leave him sit here for a second. I completely forgot to roll that field we just seeded. So let's get these guys over there and get this new our wheat fields rolled. Oh crap, did it already change growth stages? It did not. Okay. Everybody keeps asking me, and yes, I forgot where I got this roller from, and I just made some personal updates to it. I forgot where I downloaded it from, and I just sped it up a little bit. Oh, you made it paintable? I don't have an updated copy. This is, I think, yellow is the only one, the only copy I have. And the only thing I did to it was sped it up a little bit. But for some reason, if you don't do two headlands, it the AI worker, all he does when he gets back to the end of the field, all he does is drive in circles. But if I do two headlands, it's usually fine. It gives it more room to turn around. Got it from Big Guy 86. I can't remember where I got this from. I've had this like very early FS22. I'm just gonna drive up to the other end of the field just a little bit quicker. Come on, I thought I folded you up. Come on. I know I folded you up. There we go. It's a lot quicker driving. If I had my hands on it, I pretty much made hold more and paintable. Yeah. I'm the same way. You need faster and larger capacities for these big maps. Definitely for single player use, yeah. Because I'm actually going to get as soon as I get the two headlands on this side, I these fields are so big, I'll throw two guys in on an I'll hire two workers roll on with two different rollers just to get it done a lot quicker. I wish I could lift this up off the ground, but you can't. There's no option to lift it up off the ground. Made it into a mulcher versus a roller. Nice. Alright, now we can hire a worker. He should be able to turn himself around without driving in circles. And then let's grab the other guy, since we're not that far from the house. Does get a little squirrely, but I like to drive fast. Does all 3 Patreon tiers give you early access? Yes, they do. So my Patreon members get everything a week early before it gets released. So my Patreon members have all the updates and new builds a week before they get released. Because if it wasn't for my Patreon members, none of this would be possible. So massive shout out to all my Patreon members. Let's hire a worker with this guy. Okay, now we can get back to this mess over here and get the rest of these stumps down. Now I'm not going to do anything else with this field until we harvest these two crops. There should be like about 8 stumps over here that I missed. That one, I thought that was going to be stubborn there for a minute. Thought there were a few more. Let me just do a loop around. I know there was one up closer to this edge. Let's grab this one so I can come back and just get that little bit of grass. And I thought there was one more along this edge somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe I got it. Oh, there it is. There we go. That should be all of them. So I can get this guy back to the mill where he belongs. And then we'll come back and finish up that little bit of plowing. And then get that guy back to the house. And then we may buy these two fields to our left, since we have the cash. I'm trying to get up to having one field per crop. Because eventually we're going to need all the crops for all the different factories. And then once I take all these trees down where this forest is, this is going to be my industrial park. So this is where all of the factories are going to go. So all of these trees are eventually going to come out. I'm just waiting for a rainy day so we have something to do. Let's top off the mill first, and then I'll dump the rest in this silo. I knew that wasn't going to take much. I knew that was pretty much full. So dump the rest off into the bulk warehouse. I gotta update this to put a little grate there, which will work with an existing save. So that's due for a little bit of an update. And then I want to get the rest of these trees out here so we can get the other three new warehouses down. So this is the construction warehouse. So all four new warehouses should be released now. I think they went out yesterday. This one is starting to get full. Yeah, so this one is starting to get full. So I want to get the rest of these trees out so I can have room for all four warehouses right here. Let's take care of that plow real quick. And then we'll see what else needs to be done. We may take those couple trees out so I can get the warehouses down. Oh, I forgot to allow create fields. There we go. So let me turn that off. And let's get this guy folded back up. And then this project I'm not doing anything else with until we harvest these two fields. I guess we could put lime down and get that ready. But I don't know if the field, we'll just wait until the fields are harvested and then we'll lime it all. And then plant the poplar. What do these two, we have the cache. So what do, I didn't mean to jump out of there. What do these two fields have planted? Oh, 22 is ready to, oh, we're not going to buy 22. 27 and 26, let's see what they have in it. Let's see what they have. So they're both growing. 27 looks like wheat and sunflower, which we can plant barley because we don't have a barley field yet. 28 and 25 is going to become poplar. We have a wheat field. We can make 27. We can change 27 over to barley, and then we can actually leave. I'll just go in order. So probably canola. So I'll probably do barley, make this barley and canola after we harvest these two crops. Let's just buy this one, and we'll just buy this one. Why are all the field numbers messed up with the update? Oh, what did Giants do with the update? Why do I have extra field numbers? Like, we shouldn't have any number over 47. So what did Giants do on this last update that I have all these extra numbers? Let me take a picture for Papa Smurf. I gotta get with Papa Smurf after the stream and figure out what Giants did. Let me zoom out a little bit further. Yeah, I have no idea what Giants did. Why do I have all these extra numbers? I want to take this picture, and I want to take one picture with farmlands turned off. These are, yeah, 47 should be the last number. So hopefully I can catch Papa Smurf in Discord either tonight or tomorrow. Yeah, that's really weird. I have no idea why we have all these extra numbers. We shouldn't. All farmlands have numbers now. Well, that sucks. So the farmland numbers are different than the field numbers. I don't like how the farmland's having numbers. Master Mecha, thank you for that info. Yeah, I don't like that change personally. I did not read the patch notes for the update. I was in the middle of year-end physical inventory at work. Today's the first day I've had time to even touch any kind of modding in like an updates in like 2 weeks. I don't like seeing land numbers. I wish Giants, if it's not broke, don't fix it. One, I'm still a fan of FS19. I personally still hate FS22, but that's just me. In every update, I'm hating 22 more and more. It's just like with these game devs. There's a couple games I really love playing, and then they update it and update it and update and make it so it's not even playable anymore. I used to enjoy a game called Against the Storm, and then they updated the shit out of it, and I won't even play it anymore because they made it impossible to do anything. They made it so hard to play to win each card that you can't hardly play it. And then there's Vintage Story that this last update broke every mod, and it broke the HUD, so I quit playing that now for a while. Let's go check on our rollers. Satisfactory broke all the mods where you pretty much had to restart. How are we doing over here? We've still got a lot to go, so they're still working towards each other. Are they driving in circles, or are they going up and down the field? No, they're still going up and down the field. Alright, so we don't have much of anything else to do. Do any of our new fields need fertilizer? We could check the factories here in a minute. Let's see if these fields need anything. Nope, they're fully fertilized. I'm not going to worry about the lime until we harvest these two fields. So we have some more cash. Do we want to buy any of the 22, 23, 21, or 24? Or 12 and 13, or 5 and 6? Let's see what we have going on. What does 5 have in it? 5 has... Is that oats? Or is that barley? 5 has barley in it. That could be our barley field. We have a potato field, so I won't need... So if we buy 6, I'll have to convert that over to something else. Maybe we'll pick up 5 and harvest that real quick. Give us something to do. And then we can replant barley, and then that'll be our barley field. Anything else over here ready to harvest? 13 and 14, what do they have in them? 13 has barley also. 14 has cotton. I don't necessarily want cotton right now, though. But what I would like to do is group all of my root crops together. So we have sugar beet and 8. I'm sorry. Yeah, sugar beet and 8. Maybe we could buy 14 and convert it over to potato. And then we could do like carrot, onion, cabbage. Maybe we'll work towards that over here. Keep all of our root crops together. We have the cash, and I have more silage made, so we can get more cash if we need it. Let's go back to this field, this one first. Which ones are ready to harvest? I don't necessarily want cotton, but eventually we're going to need a cotton field anyway. How much cash do we have left? Let's see if we can't get 5. 2.6 million. We have 4 million. Let's buy that one. We have 1.4 million left, so I don't have enough to buy another field, but we can get 5. Let's grab one more field. Let's do a run with silage. We have 4 million liters of silage to sell. Let's grab 1 million out of this one and 1 million out of the other one. And let's buy at least one more field. Oh, Penn State's coming back. So I've got the TV on mute over my right shoulder. I got to keep turning her over to look at the score. They were down 10 to nothing at one point. I think Alabama's my team, but I think they have a bye week this week. Again, let's just double check the price of silage. I think I know where we're going anyway. Yeah, we're gonna head to the biogas plant. Ooh, I'm sorry, the spinnery. Let's grab 1 million out of the other one. If I don't get stuck on the factory. Oh, that's the other change I want to make. Let me make a note for myself. I want to make this bunker sellable. And I'll get that for the next update. So while that's loading, let me grab my notebook. I need to make this bunker. I need to change the XML so that bunker could be sold off. And I'll get that done after the stream. That's like, it'll only take me 2 minutes to make that update. There's a lot of players are asking for that bunker to be sellable so they can clear that end. Now, the only thing I can't fix without a new save game are changing up these apple trees. These are non-cuttable. You can't cut them and you can't sell them. And I didn't realize that when I built the map. I can remove them from the map, but I can't replace them because the new trees won't show up without a new game save. So there's nothing I can do about these apple trees here at the main farm. You can't cut them and you cannot sell them. I do apologize. but they're going to have to stay that way unless Giants completely breaks something where we need a new save game, and then I'll remove the apple trees. But for now, we have to live with them. Alright, 2 million liters of silage. This should give us enough cash to buy at least one more new field. And once we get this sold, our 2 rollers should be about done. Alright, let's get some of this cash coming back in. Alright, 4 million for the front half. Probably another 4 mil for the back half. I love our silage operation we have going. Now I have another 2 million liters to sell if we need more, if we need it. So let's go back to the map. Let's go back up here. So 13 and 14. So 14, let's grab this guy. It's ready to harvest. And then how much is 13? Let's just grab 13 because it's ready to harvest as well. So that gives us a couple more fields to work on. And it still gives us like 1.7 mil. I think we're going to go harvest 5 first. And then we're going to have to buy a cotton header, So we could do 5 and then 13 since they're the same crop. Sorry, white car. Didn't mean to cut you off. They gave me the finger, I saw it. Just saying. Oh, I've got to get some sheds and garages and stuff up here to get our vehicles sorted out. Alright, we need a harvester and we need a loading wagon. Since this is going to drop straw, I'll have to come back and grab a loading wagon. Oh, I should have went the other way. This is a long way around. That's alright. I am going to experiment with a new pallet tomorrow. I think I have one more use for straw. I don't want to mention what it is until I see if the pallet works or not. If the pallet works, then we'll have one more use for straw. Oh, our two rollers. I'm going to have to stop one of those rollers here. I completely forgot about them. You know what, let's jump out of here a second and check on them. Oh, we're good. Which one's closer to the end of the field? Are they going to pass each other? If they pass each other, we'll be fine. If they don't pass each other, then we're going to have to fix one of them. We should be alright. Which one's going to hit the edge of the field first? I think the other one. Yeah, so we'll stop him once he gets up here to the end. Let the other one finish up. Yeah, I'm going to get out of here soon and either grab, I know it's only like 2:18 my time, but I'm either going to grab a late lunch or an early dinner, which I haven't eaten since breakfast. Probably gonna be an early dinner. Alright, let's fire you. And then we'll get you out of the way of the other roller. We'll park you up here because I'm sure as soon as we harvest this barley field, we're going to have to replant it. So we'll leave you up here. Let's go grab our harvest, see if we can find our harvester. Since I abandoned it here sort of in the middle of nowhere. $2.19 here too. I was just thinking about grabbing a bite too. Yeah, I had a early. Well, I had a really weird schedule today. I was so tired when I got home from work on Friday. I grabbed an early dinner, and I was in bed at 7 o'clock. I was so tired. Fell asleep at 7, probably about 7:30. I woke up at 2 a.m. wide awake. So I got up, made coffee, recorded a YouTube video, which took an hour, and then an hour to edit and render. And then while it was uploading, I recorded a second YouTube video, so another hour, and then another hour to edit and render. So I got both of those uploaded. I think I laid back down around 8 o'clock. Not quite that late, maybe about 7:30 a.m. And then I slept till about 10:30. So my schedule's been messed up all day today. Nikki Fish subscribed to Tier 1 for 11 months. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. So I'll definitely stream tomorrow. We're going to build the smokehouse tomorrow, and then just probably jump on here and do some more playing. Oh, I see a collectible. We're going to grab a quick $5,000. Park here so I don't get hit by the train. Look, only 88 more. Now, if I go looking for them, it's cheating because I know where they are because I'm able to build the map, obviously. But we'll grab occasional ones here, too, if they're really obvious. Alright, let's get the header there. We'll get this guy unfolded. I need another tractor. Let's drop that plow. We need a loading wagon for straw. Oh, if I don't put this guy sideways. Yeah, I've got a pizza in the freezer. I think it's going to be pizza and beer tonight. Now what's nice about doing one crop per field is we can just throw them into the bulk warehouse and just set it to distribute, and then they'll just automatically go to whatever factory needs it. I keep missing a score of the game. I keep catching it during a commercial. Alright, let's drop this guy here. And now let's grab the header. Oh, what did I do? I dropped the trailer. Missed the header. There we go. Fold that under. So we got this ready to harvest, but I've been on for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. I'm going to get out here and grab some food. I'm going to throw you all on ending soon while I save and close. Appreciate everybody stopping in. I'll definitely try and get on tomorrow. Not sure what time. Probably around lunchtime. And we'll build the smokehouse and then just jump on here and play for a bit. But appreciate everybody stopping in. I'm sorry, NC Simp Farmer, nice talking to you. Look for you tomorrow. Thank you. Hope everyone has a great night, and I will catch you all tomorrow.